And I was silent. I'm like, what will people think syndrome? What? Hello warriors, how are you all doing? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Seun Obisesan, and if you're a return viewer, thank you for coming back. So today, I just want to rant out about what will people think syndrome. I remember mentioning a word, I don't remember what word now, and I was saying, oh, I talked about that in my video. Have you watched my latest video? And she said, oh, I like watching your video with you. I said, why? She said, because I can ask questions. And I said, yeah, but if you watch the video and you want to ask a question, you can just put it out in the comment section. And she said, if I put it out in the comment section, everybody will see that it is from me. And I was silent. I'm like, what will people think syndrome? What? What I call what will people think syndrome is about having the thinking or hindering ourselves from being expressive because we are thinking, what will that person think? What will that person think? So it is more or less like low self-esteem. And in a nutshell, it's just about you transferring the ownership of your life to somebody else. So I thought, if you're watching something, if you want to acquire more value, if you want to gain knowledge, you don't want to say something so that everybody will not see it coming from you. There's this mindset about, oh, only the weak cry. If you talk loud, if you are loud, loud is confident, quiet is lack of confidence. No, we've been brainwashed into believing some things that are killing us. So if you're one of the people who think, I don't want to say anything because I don't want to do this, because I don't want to do that, because what will people think? This video is for you. Now, what will people think is you automatically transferring the ownership, the control of your life to somebody else. Imagine if you have mental health issues. You don't want to talk about it because you think people will laugh at you, because you think, you know, even sometimes when you're talking to people, they will say, oh, if you mention depression, they will say, oh, God forbid. What is God forbid about that? Being expressive, oh, men don't cry. The same people who will say, if you have something to talk about, if you are worried, say it out so that people will help you, are the same set of people who will be against you when you voiced out. But do not let anybody keep you quiet. Do not let anybody think you shouldn't speak, whether because of what they will say after they see your comment. I remember I saw a video on Instagram where a lady was talking about parenting, and I put my comment in there. Even that day, I just cried. Crying doesn't mean because something bad has happened. Even if something bad happens, so what? I want to praise God and I cry, so what? My child is frustrating me. I was overwhelmed. I cried, so what? It's my tears. Do not hide your emotions because you're worried about what will people think. The same set of people who will say, oh, hold on more, try harder, you are a wife, don't leave your marriage, continue to cope, will be the same set of people that will say, oh, she should have left instead of her dying in there. What will people think syndrome is you strategically transferring your ownership to other people. And you shouldn't use your life as a sacrificial lamb to satisfy other people, you know, low self-esteem, because you cannot control what you can create. Some people are not even in control of their own lives and they want to control your own life. Jesus' blood is enough sacrifice for the world. So if you don't want to be expressive, if you don't want to say, I need help, if you don't want to say, oh, I need someone to talk to, if you don't want to share what you are going through because of what will people think, you are sacrificing yourself. And your sacrifice will not even get anywhere because that has already been done. After that blood that was shed, there can never be any other sacrifice. Imagine what they did to that lady that Jesus met at the well. When other women will come out to fetch water, to come out to do stuff, she cannot interact with her community. She have to come out when everybody have, finished doing what they are doing. She was excluded from her community. The shame, the stigma of, oh, she married one husband first. It didn't work out. She married another husband first. So what? What could she have done? Her life was not in order. Thank God she met Jesus. And if they didn't even exclude her, she would not have met Jesus on that day. So if you hear things about, oh, why would you do that? Oh, I don't think you should do that. I don't believe you should do this. I doubt what you're saying. Those are you taking in you're allowing other people to control your emotions. Who told you being quiet is a weakness? Who told you being soft-spoken is a weakness? Who told you being loud is a strength? Who did? Who told you men don't cry? Who told you that? What is wrong with you expressing your emotions? You want to live your life at the expense of other people's opinions. Other people's opinion doesn't matter except if you seek for it. If I have issue with my marriage, I might go to somebody that I think might help, navigate my thoughts and my mindset about my marriage. But if you feel like, oh, I'm so loaded today, I need someone to talk to, or you find yourself coming in contact with a content on social media and you think, oh, this person sounds like they are talking to me, and you just want to share your story, why will you bother about your sister might see this and say, oh, you shouldn't have tell everybody? Oh, your friend might see this and say you shouldn't have. No, it's your story, it's your property. I remember I was at a gathering where this preacher, talked about her past, and then it happened to be a 3-day event, and she was also the preacher for the second day. And she came on and she was saying, oh, people were saying you shouldn't have talked about your life. Oh, you shouldn't have talked that deep. And that was a church. Don't be in a place where they will say hide your emotions. No. You have to be expressive. And of course, we all need a bit of guidance, a bit of, self-evaluation, a bit of help with who we are, how we interact with people. But until when you speak and people see that, oh, she stammers, no one's gonna know. Even if there's somebody to help you through that process to make sure you don't stammer, you don't panic, they will not be able to help you because they don't know what you're going through. Whether you think people are going to laugh at you because you say something, people are laughing at you anyway. I was talking to my sister today and I was saying, no matter how bad you are, you still have your own people. And no matter how good you are, you still have people against you. Because you as a person don't like everybody, and not because you hate them, it's just you can't click, you can't work together. Their personality is so way ahead of yours, like you just can't gel. That what will people think statement is a silent killer. Don't let anybody kill you. If you think you need help with your budget, speak to people that you notice they are contented with, their spending. They know what they are doing when it comes to money. If you are married and you believe you're struggling, talk to people that you notice it looks as if their marriage is, a little bit comfortable. Doesn't mean they don't have issues. No, you just approach them because you think, oh, they relate with one another with respect, with humility, and say this and say that. If you have issue with whatever, you should be able to approach people. You should be able to voice out. You should be able to use your voice. Don't let anybody take your voice from you. Even there is a possibility that you will, come across somebody on the bus, on the train or something. Oh, they might just think about what they've been through and where they are at the moment and they just cry. That doesn't say they are weak. Sometimes there are a lot of energy, bad vibe that will stock up in there that we need to let it out. And a lot of this energy cannot come out except you cry. Think about that. Give it a try. If you have somebody who have offended you, and every time, maybe a year, 2 years, 3 years, you still look at that person like, she did this to me, she did that to me. Just talk to God about that person, and you will see how that energy will flow out of you. You might not go to the person to say, I have forgiven you, but in your mind, you have settled their case with God. Do not let religion, whether you're a Christian or a Muslim, shut you down. Do not let your society shut you down. Do not let your family, your friends shut you down. And most importantly, don't shut yourself down because of what will people think syndrome. No disrespect. Some people will say, oh, I watch your video, it's nice. But these are the people that will not even comment on the video to say, oh, this video is nice. Oh, it sounds familiar. Oh, it resonates with me and stuff. Because there's a possibility they don't want somebody else to see their comment. Why? Why? What kind of life is that? You are not ice cream. Everybody will not like you. Even ice cream, some people don't like ice cream. Jesus came for the word. For God so loved the world that he sent his only begotten Son, that whosoever believe in him will not perish but have everlasting life. And still, some people do not like Jesus. Some people don't believe in Jesus. Some people don't believe in anything. If Jesus can have people that don't like him, who are you? Everybody will not like you. Your emotions, your struggles, your pain, your victory, your success are your properties. Based on the permission that you have from the Holy Spirit, you should be able to share it whenever you want to share it without offending God only. So if I feel like I want to talk about my mental health after having my child, I should be able to say that freely. I shouldn't be afraid of, oh, my sister will see it, oh, my mom will see it and say, Seun, and you didn't tell us about this. I didn't tell you because I don't want to carry you along with it. I didn't tell you because there's nothing you want to offer me in that stage. I didn't tell you because I was sourcing, solutions from places that I believe based on my capacity that we get the help from. I didn't tell you because I don't want to bother you. But I saw somebody post something on Instagram. I saw somebody post a video on YouTube. And it sounds like they are talking about me. And I just feel like, let me share my story so that other people will be able to learn from this. So other people will believe that when you go through pain, there will be another stage in your life where the pain will be no more. Where you'll be able to address other people and say, I've been there. Just hang in there. Everything is going to be all right. So what's humanity for? If we can't share, do we only have to share good things? Of course not. Why will I feel sad and I feel like I want to cry and I can't call somebody and I can't text somebody? I remember a day I text one of our leaders in church. The moment I just texted him, I just switch off my phone. Because after, me saying what I wanted to say, I kind of get relieved already. But I still need to say it. I just switch off my phone because I know the person will call me straight away. And I don't even want to talk about it at that time. But we still talk the following day. Why can't you share? Even if you think if you share with this person, they will mock you. They will say, Ọlọ́run. They will say, it doesn't really matter. Share what you want to share. Don't welcome what will people say syndrome. It's a silent killer. You need to be very careful. I mentioned mental health a while ago. I did a video about my turning point. So watch this video on your screen right now. Until I come to your screen again, enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, warriors.